Why hello everyone and welcome back to SamCastGS. So I was thinking this morning, what am I gonna talk about? And then I stepped outside and it was 5 degrees and I was like, this is a good thing to talk about. It is ridiculously cold. Like, freezing does not begin to describe how cold I was at work today. Yeah, I had to work outside and it did warm up, but it warmed up to like 13 degrees. That's still too freaking cold. Seriously, I took my gloves off while I was outside because I had to like fiddle with something and I couldn't do it with my gloves on. And within a minute, my hands were numb. Less than a minute, my hands were numb and became unbearable at 2 minutes. It's just, this is ridiculous. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad I got off work a little early today, which is great. Always good news. But seriously, it's ridiculous. And I heard that in Minnesota, it's supposed to be 50 below zero. 50 below zero? What the crap do you do when it's 50 below zero? You can't even breathe in 50 below zero because the water particles in the air are frozen. You can't breathe that. So it's like your only hope is to stay inside and hope that you survive. Although I did learn that apparently in Minnesota, there's this like underground tunnel system where if it gets really cold because they're up there by Canada, and Canada has this kind of system too, but they have like an underground tunnel system where if it's too cold, you just walk through the tunnel. So you can go the entire day without ever stepping outside. You get wherever you need to go. The tunnels connect to all the buildings, which is awesome and necessary. Seriously, how else are you gonna get around when it's 50 below zero? That's like freaking North Pole weather. I can't imagine what it's like in northern Canada. I can only assume that half of them are frozen to death. But yes, luckily I'm home. It's still kind of cold in here, but it's better than outside. So I just needed to rant about the weather because it's ridiculous. Yesterday it was 18 degrees and I was freezing outside. And it was 10 to 13 degrees the entire day. It was terrible. I had like 3 layers of like shirt and pants on, and then I had these thick boots. I had like 2 masks on my face and a hat and a hood. It was crazy. It's just ridiculous how cold it was and how much I had to bundle up to actually be warm. And even then, I was like cold after being outside for so long. The schools in the area had a 2-hour delay because it was too cold to go to school. And I had to go to work. So anyway, I'm done complaining about that. Probably not. It'll come up later in the video probably. But for now, let's focus on something else. Like, I got nothing. So I received a couple of text messages, text massages. Have you ever received a text massage? It's not as comforting as an actual massage. In fact, it's really weird. I've never received a text massage, but that's just like what I say. Yeah, when I get a text message, I say massage, and people are like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's how I say message. And I'm like, that's weird, don't do that. And I'm like, I have to. It's just what comes out. So anyway, yes, okay, good. All right, putting that down. Ooh, Twizzlers. We have like these 3 jars of candy here, and there's Twizzlers, and I'm happy. Ah, Twizzlers. So anyway, the reason this table is out is because we had a family get together for the holiday yesterday. Speaking of which, I never know when this holiday is. It's one of those days like Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day that I can just never remember the date. And I feel really bad because it's Martin Luther King Day. It's just, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't remember that. It's like an insult to his memory. I apologize, ghost of Martin Luther King. I just forgot, and it's hard for me to remember that date because it's just out of the way. It's a smaller thing. I'm not trying to downsize you. I'm just saying, it's like, with the other holidays, people make a big deal about it, but it's just like, you don't really hear about Martin Luther King Day until Martin Luther King Day. That's not to say you weren't an important person in history, because obviously you were. Yes, I am currently talking to the ghost of Martin Luther King. But anywho, yes, spinning in the chair again. I used to use spinny as a verb. Instead of spin, I said spinny. I spinnied in the chair. So anyway, for lack of anything else to talk about, let's move on to the dinosaur of the day. So let's see, where do we leave off? Hold on. Let me look for a page. Okay. Ah, got it. Next one on the list is Anatosaurus. It's a duck reptile. And there's the picture right there. When scientists unearthed the first hadrosaurs, the duck-billed dinosaurs, they assumed that these plant eaters thrashed their laterally flattened tails to swim through swamps and lakes and ate soft aquatic vegetation with their toothless duck-like bill. So they thought that they were actually like ducks, like they had very vertically thin tails, and they figured that they used it to swim, and they ate like algae or something. Further studies showed that the backs of the duckbill's jaws were lined with hundreds of grinding teeth clearly designed to tear coarse, hard plant material. Hundreds of teeth back there? Oh, I see. Oh, they have a really long head. I overlooked that. Hold on. See, he has a really long head, so it's like you got the duckbill and that long jaw thing. Finally, scientists were able to examine the actual contents of the Anatosaurus stomach. What? Oh, fossilized along with the bones and skin in one of the most remarkable finds ever made, and discovered that this duckbill actually ate pine needles, as well as twigs, seeds, and other parts of plants found far from the water. Ate pine needles, that's different. And twigs. You know, that's fiber, source of fiber, but, you know, I wouldn't eat a twig even if I was a herbivore. So physically, it's 40 feet long and 3.5 tons. It's one of the largest duckbills. Anatosaurus had no facial crest, but may have had pockets of loose skin on its long, snouted, flattened face that could inflate or display to produce loud calls. So they're not like Parasaurolophus or some other crazy ones where they have the extraordinary crest, but they have, apparently they have like pouches somewhere in here that flare up and they could make loud noises. But the fossil sites are Alberta, Canada, and Montana, New Jersey, USA. The geologic age, late Cretaceous. So that's Anatosaurus for you. You're welcome. You officially know about another dinosaur. It's exciting. I hope you're excited about the knowledge of new dinosaurs, or rather old dinosaurs. No dinosaurs are new because 65 million years ago. But yeah, I'm explaining this too much. You obviously know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's all I got today. Feel free to subscribe. There's a link to my channel in the description as always. And as always, I would very much appreciate some more subscribers. It is freaking freezing outside. Told you it'd come up. I'll also be leaving a link to my friend Hallie's channel in the description. Be sure to check out her channel because she's awesome. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.